I may have done a ½ ounce. It's rum, it's okay. Hi, and welcome to Low Carb Cocktails. I'm Frank, the Low Carb Cocktail Guy. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing because I think we make good drinking buddies. Today we're continuing on to Tiki. So this is Tiki cocktail number 3 for 2021. So, man, if you've seen my other Tiki videos, you know this is a passion I have. Tiki cocktails are one of my favorite cocktails. And it's hard to say what's my favorite, Prohibition era, Tiki. I like them both, they're equally the same, but it's tied for my favorite style of cocktail. So what we're doing today is we're gonna be reaching into Smuggler's Cove. This book by Martin Cate, the Smuggler's Cove, Exotic Cocktails, Rum, and the Cult of Tiki. This is my favorite Tiki book. No? My favorite cocktail book, period. It really is. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can pick one of these up on Amazon. It is an affiliate link, so thanks if you get it from there, and it helps me out a little bit. But Martin Cate owns Smuggler's Cove Bar. I believe it's in San Francisco. One day I'll have enough money to travel out there. But he's taken the whole art of Tiki from the 30s, and he's recreated some of those cocktails with a little bit of a lot of perfection to them. They're absolutely delicious, which makes Tiki cocktails kind of hard to do low carb. That's why you see how thick this book is. There's not, they see little green post-it notes. Those are ones that can or have done low carb, but they're not real easy to do low carb, mainly because of the fruit juices in them. But this is one I found, and we're going to be using Martin Cate's original recipe. This is one that he's created personally, and this is called the Sparkling Mai Tai. So right here, Sparkling Mai Tai is on page 136 of the Smuggler's Cove book. Origin by Martin Cate. The source, it was created for Sunset Magazine in 2011. The glassware, and that's what I like about this. He tells you what type of glass that these drinks should be served in. Because traditionally, like way back in the day when Tiki first came out, in the 30s, there really weren't any Tiki mugs. Maybe one or two, but it wasn't a big thing until the 50s is when Tiki mugs really became popular. But really, in his book, it tells you what type of glass to serve this in. So this is supposed to be served in a champagne flute, which we got one chilling in the fridge below. So I'm going to read this from the book, and we're going to show you how it's adapted low carb. In a second, with a little fog cutter. And if you've not seen my fog cutter video, I'll leave a link below to that one. Or actually, I'll just leave a link to my Tiki playlist below. That'll just cover all of them. So we're going to go ahead and start this one. Unlike most of the Tiki cocktails so far that are shaken, this one is stirred. And get yourself a mixing glass. So, and a bar spoon. Where's my bar spoon? And get your bar spoon. I mean, it's not a big place. I mean, it's look, my bar is my arm width. I mean, that's it. How'd I lose my favorite bar spoon? I don't know. So, I had my favorite bar spoon on my Amazon wish list, so I'll be in a link below. Wink, wink, hey. But we're going to go ahead and build our cocktail in our glass, and we're going to go over everything you need to get the Sparkling Mai Tai sparkling. We are using some sparkling wine. I personally prefer Prosecco because it is a little bit lower in carbs. So we're using 4 ounces, which is your average serving of a sparkling wine. So let's get ahead and get started. So we're going to be using 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. So this is going to be 1/2 gram of carbs. Because it's 2 grams of carbs in 1 ounce. So a 1/4 ounce, let me find my 1/4 ounce mark. There's my 1/4 ounce mark. 1/4 ounce of lime juice. Then we do a 1/4 ounce of Orgeat. And this will be 0 carbs, if I can find where I put it. Oh, right here. And this is, like I said, 0 carbs in the Monin's almond syrup is sugar-free. Orgeat, 1/4 ounce. Man, Tiki's, there's not many Tiki recipes that don't have Orgeat in them. And I love almond flavor. Some dry curacao. Now, dry means not sweet, and Sugar Fields hits the mark on a dry curacao. Orange liqueur, not really sugar forward, very much orange forward. So if you're in South Louisiana, run by some Sugar Fields and grab some orange liqueur. It's amazing. So where am I at? Because I don't want to mess this up, so I'm following this word for word with the little book right here. I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of a dry curacao or orange liqueur. And from next, we're going to be doing a 1/4 ounce of a black overproof rum. So I got some Hamilton 151. What I like about Hamilton, right on the website, it tells you there's no added sugars. So we're going to do a 1/4 ounce of Jamaican black overproof rum. I may have done a 1/2 ounce. It's rum, it's okay. And next we're going to do a 1/2 ounce of a blended aged rum. For that I'm using Appleton Estates. It is a blended aged rum. So I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of that. And then that's it. So the next thing on the book says to pour all ingredients except for the sparkling wine into a mixing glass, and stir with cracked or cubed ice and strain into a coupe, glass, or champagne flute. So let's go ahead and get some ice. My scoop. And it's starting to melt. And we give this a good stir. Now when you're stirring cocktails, you want to stir for about 30 seconds each direction. Well, 30 revolutions each direction. So 30 times one way. And then once you have that, 30 times the other way. And with stirring a cocktail, it's best to keep the back of the spoon on the inside of the glass and use a push and pull motion to get a good stir. All right. So now let's go ahead and get our champagne flute and our chilled Prosecco. And we're going to strain this halfway there. So add a little more rum, so it's going to be a little more than half. There we go. And 4 ounces of Prosecco, which should be about half of this glass. Yeah, it's not a cork, so I'm going to pretend. So we're going to top that off with some Prosecco. Little bubbly, bubbly. I'm not going to be able to put the garnish in that. I feel that way wicked too high. So give me a second. Oh, that's so good. So we're going to go ahead and garnish that with some mint. Whenever you're using mint, you can kind of slap it a little bit, or you can just give it a gentle clap. It opens up the veins in the leaves and really brings out that minty aroma. Drop that in and add a little bit of a lime twist as well. And there you have a pretty sparkling Mai Tai. Thanks, Martin Cate. This is delicious. Man, it's a pretty cocktail too. Oh man, that's so good. Should put a little bit more in here. Yeah, you definitely get that rum and that almond and the orange. That's kind of basically Mai Tai is rum, orange, and almond. Your primary flavors in a Mai Tai. So by adding that little bit of overproof rum, which I added a little, 1/4 ounce too much, but really you notice a difference when you add a 1/4 ounce of that over into it. So here's my little presentation board for my thumbnail. I had to throw those in real quick. Man, I wasn't sure what to expect because I haven't made it before. But that's delicious. That's absolutely delicious. All right, guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great night. Because after video number 3, I'm having a wonderful night. See y'all later. A bubbly Mai Tai. This is delicious, man.